Leong was once one of Asia's top oil traders. The company collapsed last year after the oil price plunge triggered a default that exposed years of hidden losses and alleged fraud by its founder. In this video, my friends and I will discuss in details about the scandals.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Ridwana Binti Razali with metric number 273459. In today's presentation, our group will discuss about financial scandal involving Hin Leong Company. Before going too deep, we need to know what is financial scandal. Financial scandal is a situation where the financial resources are being utilized in questionable manners, where there are also serious consequences for third parties. Financial scandal may involve accounting and financial market manipulation, multiple types of fraud, and accentuate the possibility of some corporate bankruptcy. The impact should so be widespread in terms of people affecting losing their cash and diminution of trust in money establishment to effectively safeguard the public investment. The larger area you need the collateral losses of such behavior, the bigger is that the scandal perception, social impact, and public craving for money regulation and reform. In 2011, Jones concluded that fraud usually happens in corporations that are badly managed in some important respect, resulting in collapse and public harsh criticism. Bellison 2017 said that misplaced behavior by company leaders within the kind of haughtiness, power hunger, or acting to hide mistake could be a common feature of the many longer-run studies which made an everlasting policy confusion between promoting entrepreneurship and control against financial discipline. So in this assignment, we will discuss about the chronology of the financial scandal, the impact to the auditors, and the role of the auditors in the financial scandal case involving Hin Leong Company. Hin Leong is an oil and gas industry based in Singapore, owned by Lim On Queen. Aside from oil and gas, Hin Leong also provides petroleum products and transportation services, including oil, lubricant, grease, and diesel products, as well as grain storage, terminaling, trucking, and marine logistics services. Lim On Queen, the owner of Hin Leong, established the company in 1963, where he is at the age of 20 years old. However, Hin Leong was incorporated on 25 July 1973. A bit about Lim On Queen, he was born in China, Fujian province. In his early journey, he was an oil dealer where he supplied diesel, where he bought the wholesale from the oil major and sold it to the taxi company, bus company, and fishing boat operators. In 2012, Hin Leong was set to record a revenue surpassing 14 billion USD. However, unfortunate things happened. Hin Leong, who once was one of Asia's top oil traders before, is involved in financial scandal where the company faced bankruptcy in 2020.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Dr. Shahrir and fellow friend. My name is Mohamad Rizwan bin Abdul Rahim. My metric number is 271657. I will continue to explain about the chronology of financial scandal of Hin Leong. According to the Bloomberg News, founder and owner of Hin Leong, Lim On Queen, or also known as OK Lim, has made opposition bets on the oil prices because he believes China will soon put the coronavirus in control and the demand will going to recover very quickly. In the first half of his prediction, OK Lim was in right because China did contain the outbreaks of coronavirus, but what he did not see is the coronavirus turned into pandemic and thus created larger demand disruptions for Hin Leong. The banks started coming after him and asking him to repay the unpaid debts. In April 2020, the banks soon were pulling financing and credit lines away from Hin Leong. The investigations has been made and found that Hin Leong had actually not made any profits for a couple of years and actually hid at $800 million in losses. OK Lim allegedly instigated staff to forge papers for a gas oil transfer that state Hin Leong had transferred more than 1 million barrels of gas oil to China Aviation Oil Corporation. These documents also allegedly to secure for almost $77 million in trade funds from a financial institution. And after that, Hin Leong Trading has been charged with abetment of forgery for the purpose of cheating. And more than 20 banks are fighting to recover $3.5 billion in loans that have been made to the Hin Leong Company. And finally, the applications also have been made to freeze assets, shares and funds held by founder OK Lim and his two children.
Hi, my name is Nurin Athirah Binti Faizul with metric number 273031, and I will continue our group presentation with impact to the auditor. On 5th March 2021, in Singapore High Court, Hin Leong has decided to sue the auditor of their company, Deloitte, on the ground that the audit firm has failed to perform their duties properly and is unable to detect any material misstatement. For the financial statement from 2014 to 2019, Deloitte was also found to have audited and issued it as unqualified opinion. This clearly shows that Deloitte could not detect any material misstatement in the financial statement, and it led to the fraud committed by the director and the former managing director of the company. It is undeniable that the audit firm places a great importance on the performance and reputation of their companies in the eyes of the public. If a legal action is taken, it can bring down their good name even though there is still no solid evidence to blame them. Same goes to the case of Deloitte firm that has been sued involving a large case, and based on the reason that stated in the news and articles, Deloitte gave a bad impression on how they managed Hin Leong's financial statement. Deloitte that is also a very well-known audit firm, causing more attention to be given to them, causing many negative effects to the firm, including a decline in the market shares, incurring loss, and also layoff. In addition, the quality of Deloitte auditing service will also be affected. The public will think that the service from their firm are very poor quality, and this will cast doubt on the credibility of the financial statement. Financial statements that have been audited for each company are very important to give trust and be a source of reference to the users to make a decision. If a company is found to have any material misstatement but not stated by the auditor, it will cause users to lose trust, especially in the quality of the audited financial itself. For example, there were more than 20 banks urging Hin Leong to repay their loans, and this is because there is no more trust from the bank to the company. Other than that, there is possibility client to change audit firm because there doubt and negative perception of the Deloitte. User may have a bad impression if a company uses the service of the firm that has been sued before due to inefficiency. To avoid losing client, Deloitte may propose a fee reduction on the audit services they perform, as it also affects the quality of the client's financial statement. If it found that Deloitte does not comply with one of the fundamental principles, which is professional competence and due care, the firm may be subject to legal action as well. I think that's all from me. I will pass it to the next presenter. Thank you.
Good day to Datu and everyone. My name is Lai Pei Jing with metric number 270392. Now I will present for the part the involvement or role of auditor in Hin Leong Tradings. Okay, firstly, Hin Leong Trading actually is a Asia top oil traders which is located in the Singapore. So the financial scandals of the Hin Leong Tradings was discovered when the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic. So after investigating, the board of the director, whose names OK Lim, involved in these scandals. So OK Lim was facing with more than 105 charges in this case. Okay, so the auditing firm of the Hin Leong Trading was under Deloitte. However, Deloitte has been sued by the Hin Leong Trading regarding about the mismanagement in these financial statements. So the behavior of the Deloitte has breached the contract between the Hin Leong Trading, where Deloitte previously has promised that they will provide the high quality of the work, higher standard of the audits and compliance with all the commitments. Nonetheless, Deloitte said that during the years 2012 to 2019, there were unqualified opinions in the financial statements, where Deloitte informed the transparency of the financial statement of the Hin Leong Tradings, and they said that they did not hide any important facts. Okay, so in another court, Hin Leong Trading said that due to the misstatement material in the financial reports, This result the firm having problem with other financial institutions and banks. So the litigations between the Deloitte and Hin Leong Trading still in the pendings. So at last, Deloitte said that they will stand behind their employees and stand for the quality of the works, and they believe that the result will on the side of the justice. That's all for my part. Thank you.
Good day, my name is Audreyvera Robertson, matrix number 272690. So, to sum up everything that has been stated so far, financial reporting fraud is one of the fraudulent activities. Seeing Hin Leong straight charged with abetting forgery and abetting for forgery with intent to defraud is enough to question. This is why auditors play a very important role in fulfilling their responsibilities to provide audits and assurance, financial advice, consulting tax, and others to the public. Internal auditors should have sufficient knowledge to assess the risk of fraud and the organizations respond to it, but they are not expected to have the skills of someone who has the primary function of detecting and investigating fraud. Internal auditing is necessary in detecting early fraud movements and to minimize the company losses. However, external auditors are responsible for obtaining assurance about whether the financial statements as a whole are free from material inaccuracies, whether due to factual errors. Auditors may be able to detect possible fraud, but it is difficult for auditors to assess whether misstatements in areas of judgment such as accounting estimates are the result of fraud or error. External auditors, on the other hand, are often in a position to provide important insights on the best practices in financial reporting and control, including minimizing the risk of fraud due to their expertise. Seeing how Deloitte failed to detect fraud in the early stage has brought harm to their reputation. Both Hin Leong and Deloitte are in need to make up for their hard work over the years. This scandal should be made into a lesson for other companies. In order to avoid any losses due to financial scandal, both parties, especially an auditor, should have a professional ethics when auditing to maintain a good reputation and gain trust from the client with their competence. So that is all for our presentation. Thank you for your time.